What's going on, guys? It's Coach New back in the building with another one. As usual, it's going to be jam packed full of jewels, and your time is always appreciated because you be doing anything but you hear me checking out these reviews. Man, it's another wild one about a man who beat his woman up because they ran out of gas at the gas station. So let's check it out.
11 gas station on Sunday night described Tyree Johns as a monster. They say he beat up his girlfriend and threatened them. Horrifying cell phone video shows the moment a man violently beat his girlfriend inside a 7-Eleven.
She was screaming, "Help me, help me."
Albuquerque police say Tyree Johns started punching his girlfriend in the face after she ran out of gas. They showed up at this 7-Eleven on Tramway and Copper to fill up, but police say things got worse. People who were watching say when the woman tried getting out of the car, Johns ripped her shirt off, making her naked from the waist up. But still, she ran into the 7-Eleven on Tramway and Copper, and he chased after her.
When I looked over the counter, she was behind the counter on the floor, and he was like pulling her by her hair, picked her up and dropped her, was telling her to get up, let's go.
Jeffrey Baca and others tried to step in to help. But Johns threatened them.
Said a couple times, like, "I'm gonna kill you," or, you know what I mean? A few times, and I feel like he had an intent to kill her.
Baca says they were all traumatized. He says one employee hid in the freezer and another was struggling to call the police.
He was trying to call 911, and he's just, like, trying to hold his phone, and he's, like, dropping the phone.
Baca says the couple eventually left the store. Johns tried forcing the woman to drive.
I remember her saying, like, she couldn't see because she was so bloody everywhere.
Johns has a violent criminal history. Court records show that he was placed on probation just a week ago for aggravated battery. In Albuquerque, I'm Katie Marsh, KYT Action 7 News.
All right, man, that's wild, bro, because, you know, you beating up your girlfriend because she ran out of gas, and most people just get her some gas, pump the gas for her or something, and then you snapping because she ran out of gas. Like, that shows real mental problems. You already know I don't talk about mental health, physical health, spiritual health, decision making, bro. It's a messed up decision that was your best decision that you could make when your girl ran out of gas was to get upset and humiliate her in public. You know, like I always say, there's nothing that a woman could do to make you get mad. And that was some things that he already had going on, man, inside his head that he didn't deal with properly. And that's an example of what happens when you don't, deal with trauma or issues that you have before you get into a relationship, with your woman. And if you hold it in so long, eventually you're going to explode, and it's going to be on the wrong person or somebody that, you can take advantage of like that. It's just, it's messed up, and not showing any, physical awareness. Of course, he's stronger than her, beating her up in front of everybody. And, spiritually, with his consciousness, that wasn't the most conscious decision that he should have made, but that's the one that he did make. So it shows that, he really doesn't have any spiritual awareness, making, a spectacle of himself, and then getting in more trouble. And he was already in, like they said, he already was in trouble for doing some battery or something like that just a week ago, which is, now you're showing a pattern, and it's just going to make it easier for them to put you in jail when it comes down to it, man. Let's run that back real quick, man.
11 gas station on Sunday night described Tyree Johns as a monster. They say he beat up his girlfriend and threatened them. Horrifying cell phone video shows the moment a man violently beat his girlfriend inside a 7-Eleven.
She was screaming, "Help me, help me."
At her, man. Got the shirt off, like they said. He ripped her shirt off, doing her like that, bro. really care about that female, man. It was definitely some issues that you had before you started dealing with her, and it just spilled over into the relationship. That's an example of having baggage or some, trauma that you didn't deal with and taking it out on her. Like every woman is the same, So yeah, we don't know what she did or nothing, but it's nothing that she could have did to deserve that type of treatment. And if it was, you're supposed to leave her alone, walk away, and don't deal with her. Reflect on the relationship to see what you did and what she did that wasn't right, and then correct yourself and move on with your life so that type of stuff doesn't happen.
Albuquerque police say Tyree Johns started punching his girlfriend in the face after she ran out of gas. They showed up at this 7-Eleven on Tramway and Copper to fill up, but police say things got worse. People who were...
Dan looked like he was inside the little maintenance room beating her up, bro. How they get away in there? Like, she was really trying to get away from dude, man. That's crazy. Punching her in her face just for something so simple as running out of gas, man. You hate to see what dude would have did if she would have really made like a big mistake or something like that. And that's just, it's controlling, and you can't control anybody. They're gonna do what they want to do, and the more you try to force somebody to do something, the worse you make the situation for yourself, because it's just gonna show that this is how you're gonna react in a small situation. Then nobody's gonna want to be around you, and you're gonna be labeled dangerous, all of that. Can't handle yourself in the public. This is him letting his emotions get to him. And I always talk about, as a man, you're supposed to be able to control your emotions, which you are, so that stuff like this doesn't happen.
Watching say when the woman tried getting out of the car, Johns ripped her shirt off, making her naked from the waist up. But still, she ran into the 7-Eleven on Tramway and Copper, and he chased after her.
Yeah, she ran in there because she was embarrassed, and she was, probably scared for her life. Dude ripping her shirt off, acting all crazy. And it's probably not the first time he put his hands on her or something like that. So she did what she felt like she had to do to try to get away, but it didn't really help. She got back in the car with him, and like they said, he tried to make her drive, and she got blood all in her eyes and stuff, man. That's crazy.
When I looked over the counter, she was behind the counter on the floor, and he was like pulling her by her hair, picked her up and dropped her, was telling her to get up, let's go.
Jeffrey Baca and others tried to step in to help.
Stop it!
But Johns threatened them.
So you threatening other people too? Like, if they get in it, you gonna mess them up too? Scaring people, you know what I'm saying? That's an easy way to get the police called on you, bro. Just doing that anyway, like thinking like that anyway, you know what I'm saying? It should never be a thought in your mind. You shouldn't even be thinking on that level to what you're gonna do if she run out of gas or something. Do something like that. You're supposed to, all right, if you run out of gas, here's a couple dollars and put it in the gas tank, we can go. You know what I'm saying? It's simple as that, bro. It's nothing to warrant his behavior as far as, beating up this woman, bro, especially in front of people, you know what I'm saying? Because automatically gonna know you beat her up like that all the time, bro, because you didn't have any problem doing it in public, so you easily be doing that to her at the house, man.
A couple times, like, I'm gonna kill you, or, you know what I mean? A few times, and I feel like he had an intent to kill her.
Baca says they were all traumatized. He says one employee hid in the freezer and another was struggling to call the police.
Yeah, he could have damn near killed her, though, in a simple mistake. Threw her on the ground too hard, or, you know what I'm saying, stepped on her neck or something the wrong way. It's over with, man. So he wasn't thinking about if she was going to die or not. He was just thinking about releasing whatever kind of trauma and stuff he had. And then, like they said, he threatened other people. He had traumatized not only her, but everybody around him. You know, like I said, the decisions you make affect you and everyone around you. And he had the dude that was gonna call 911 shaking. You know, kept dropping the phone, like he said, like, man, you just out here being a renegade, bro. That's crazy.
He was trying to call 911 and he's just like trying to hold his phone and he's like dropping the phone.
Baca says the couple eventually left the store. Johns tried forcing the woman to drive.
I remember her saying like she couldn't see because she was so bloody everywhere.
He beat her up, of course. You know what I'm saying? Blood in her eyes, you can't see. And that's if that's your love language, bro, that's messed up, man. You know, like just hang it up for a while, bro. Go to fuck therapy, counseling, something. You know what I'm saying? Don't deal with a female at that point in time because you're not ready. That's really what it's saying. Like, you don't know how to interact properly with anybody, especially on the level of having a girlfriend off of something so simple as running out of gas, man. It happens all the time. You know, people run out of gas all the time, man. That's just life, bro. Stuff is going to happen. And as a man, you're supposed to be able to handle situations, and no matter like how tough they are. You know, that's what critical thinking logically is for. When you get in your emotions, thinking like a female, then you start acting out your emotions, man, and making bad decisions.
Johns has a violent criminal history. Court records show that he was placed on probation just a week ago for aggravated battery. In Albuquerque, I'm Katie Marsh, KYT Action 7 News.
All right, man. So he's already in trouble for doing something, and he just made it worse off a decision. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say, it affects you and everyone around you, and you're the one who has to be able to keep your mental and your emotional, physical, spiritual awareness in check, man. Nobody has to tiptoe around you, and they shouldn't be afraid of what you're going to do and say. If they say something or, you know, make a mistake, that's not any reason to go off the deep end like that. That's just ridiculous, man. And, you know, it's a bad example, bro. Especially if you so-called love a woman, you know, she wasn't pregnant or nothing, but what if, you know, anything could have happened from him doing that in that situation, man. So you got to do better for yourself. For real, though. Anyways, man, it's Coach Noob. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you're digging this kind of content. And your time is always appreciated because you could be doing anything, but you hear me checking out these reviews. Until next time, I'm out.